The VA has really worked with me to try to get me better, like medicating me and like making sure my diet is improved. And they institutionalized me for a while, but they're working on getting away with that. I have to thank them a lot, and I'll probably end up working for them for the rest of my life if anybody will hire me because, well, I put a lot of stuff out on the internet when I'm crazy and when I was crazy, and I can't really erase it, and I don't know what to say about it, but these past couple months I've been more lucid than I have been in a while. Uh, my cognitive functioning from when I was little has gone down, but it hasn't gone down substantially. Um, Again, I had a learning disorder when I was in school, and that was both in reading and processing, and I told them about that, and they still said I didn't have a pervasive developmental disorder, but they're working on trying to rehabilitate me back to normal. I told them about the Muppets and stuff from when I was little, about how they used to hide under the couch, and I thought they were going to kill me. But they and the man in the garden, which was really terrible, he was going to kill me too. Like I had all these weird phobias, and I used to when I was younger, when I would see things that weren't there because I was mostly a seer. I mean, I heard stuff too a little bit, and I really didn't have I guess they call them somatic, if I'm right, hallucinations until after I had that 8 month long headache. But anyway, when I was little, I used to go like this to try to get rid of them, like obsessively, and count to five. But I wouldn't say three because I was afraid of three. I would go 1, 2, 5, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 4, 5, and like do that. And like not hand flapping or anything, but like obsessively going like this to try to make them go away because I thought that they were like magical and stuff. But I'm not sure what caused that to happen. There was some talk that maybe I had PTSD when I was younger and that caused me to hallucinate, but they're not sure. I know that when I was in college the first time, several of my professors came up to me and said that I had ADHD and that I needed to sit through class or get medicated or something. And they're not sure if that maybe was the start of my psychosis the second time, even though I did try to like I had some issues prior to that, and I don't know, but the VA has been really helpful in rehabilitating me, and I'm hoping that I can get my memory back enough to focus on work and maybe be a productive member of society because I don't really like sitting around here doing nothing. Uh, so I don't know which about you guys if you're just sitting around rotting or sick of it, but I really don't have that many problems. I have somatic hallucinations now more than anything, and olfactory and wolves, ironically. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm not actually hearing something that is there because I live next to the woods and I could very well be hearing, I don't know. It happens at night though, and I probably am. I can't tell the difference. But somatic hallucinations are like when you have them inside your body. Like I thought I was dying once. Like I thought my heart was doing something weird, and that's why I ended up in the ER one time was because I told them that I was having a heart attack, and they were like, "You're not having a heart attack. Your heart rate's actually pretty low right now." And I'm like, "But I'm dying." And then they injected me with Haldol, and of course, Haldol makes me delusional. So I said a bunch of stuff off the wall, and they committed me. But they probably, like, I've noticed that if people can just talk to me when I'm delusional, like, they can talk me out of it. I'm not like a disorganized schizophrenic where you can't talk them out of their delusions. You can pull me back into reality if you just tell me what reality is and, like, we go over it a few times. But, like, I'm noticing that since I lost my emotions, or I didn't really, I can still articulate emotions, but I can't really feel them. Uh, Anyway, since that happened, like I'm very literal and in the moment, and that was after the 8 month long headache that I swear was done by Madonna, and that makes me sound delusional, but they've really designed it so that you can't say anything. I'm just giving you I'm going to try to talk for 10 minutes to show you like what it's like and the memory problems that I have and to see myself like what it's like. I know you probably don't like seeing this ugly fixated face thing for that long, but I'm gonna wear it. I just want to see if I can talk for 10 minutes because I have a hard time with that. Like when we're in group and stuff, like I can't think of anything, and I can't remember what happened at the beginning of group. And yeah, I'm trying to pass trig, so I don't think that's going to happen. I got an A in college algebra though, but that's before I got problems. I started having problems when I was in the military, when I was on Fort Bliss. I saw little demons run across the street, and I started hearing things. But uh I'm trying to talk for 10 minutes, and I'm not trying to waste your time or anything. If you're watching this video, you're wasting your own time. But it's just, and that's why I'm delusional, because you can't really say for, like, I can't really talk for a long period of time without, like, forgetting what I've said. And, like, I can't really put things together very well. Like, on the tower exercise, I wasn't able to plan. And it makes me sound, it's weird. I just try to keep my mouth shut so I don't say anything. And then I try to respond to people because my brain seems to like know how to respond, but it doesn't seem to know how to put things together or how to interact. And it's really weird. Like the way that my brain works is bizarre. Here we're going on 6 minutes, and I've got 4 more to go to try to fill up space or say anything. Try to recall what I said earlier, which I have no idea what I said 5 minutes ago. So that doesn't help me any. Something about the VA helping me. Yes, the VA has helped me a lot, but there's only so much they can do because at some point, uh, I mean, there's just, you can't do anything about what's organically happened. Like, my cortical sulci are bulged and stuff, and one of my ventricles is larger than the other one. Now, I was really, really nerdy before this happened. So, one of the things that I did do well on my IQ test was knowledge, because, like, I would spend hours in the library, like, before this happened, so I knew a lot of stuff about the world. And like where things were in the world, like geography. Even though geography isn't a strong point for me, I mean, I did do fairly well on it because I did research it. And see, I'm starting to move now because I can't like not move, and like my body is getting filled with that weird sensation. And like it's not like anxiety or anything, but I take hot showers to get rid of it. And like I do want to be sterilized because I would never do this to anyone. Like I really hate it, and like okay, I'm getting control again. But it's weird. Like it's really weird like how it comes and goes and stuff. And like mostly the reason why I seem delusional is because my memory's gone. And I know my memory's gone because I'm paranoid about it. But it just it's really a horrible way to be. I don't know how to like if I had to give a speech or something, like it wouldn't make any sense. And the more I talk to people, like the more it doesn't make sense. And the more like people will say that you make no sense or that I just said something and then I changed my mind. And I used to get in trouble for that until they realized that it was a disorder. And then they were like, well, you just have this disorder and that's why you do that. But I don't really know. My brain isn't functioning very well or as well as it used to be able to, but we're taking strides against that. They said that I could go back to college if I had accommodations, but I don't really believe that people should be given accommodations because that doesn't prepare you for the job world. Like if I got and when if I got an A in a class, but I had to have somebody take notes for me and do all that stuff, did I really make an A in the class or did I make like an F? If I had to take extra time on the test and stuff. I mean, if I want to do learning for my own benefit, then I can just go to the library. But uh now my brain is completely blank, so I really don't know what to say. I'm thinking about a tree because it's really pretty outside right now. It's just I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to tell my grandma that I'm having such a hard time in school because she's really like, I really want you to get through school and I really want you to do well, but I don't think it's possible for me to do well anymore. I've got like 30 seconds to go. I just want to see how this all pans out. Uh, I did remember that I only have 10 minutes, so that's pretty impressive. See, my memory's weird. I'll remember stuff, but then I won't remember other stuff. And that's probably why I had so many discrepancies on that damn test that I took. Excuse my language. I shouldn't be saying cuss words. I'm trying to cut back on that. I learned that while I was in the military. Even though I was not like, I did okay the first couple years I was in, but like the last year I was in, I had like problems, severe problems. But I had problems a little bit before that too with the demons. So anyway, I don't really have those problems anymore. I'm going to cut it off and I'm going to see what it looks like.